I'm making this announcement in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, Laws of the State of New Jersey. The Borough Clerk is prepared to schedule the meetings of the governing body of the Borough of Kenilworth for the year 2024. The Borough Clerk has posted a true copy of the schedule on the bulletin board located at the front entrance of Borough Hall, and has mailed true copies of the schedule to the local source, the Star Ledger, and the Home News Tribune, and is maintaining a copy of the schedule in her office during the year 2024. Accordingly, the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied in regard to this meeting. Please stand for the salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Karlovich.
Here?
Councilman Boyle.
Here.
Councilman Finestrella.
Here.
Councilwoman Giordano Paserno.
Here.
Councilman Morrow.
Here.
Councilman Scarice.
Here.
Councilman Zimmerman.
Here.
Is there a motion to adopt resolution number 2024-98, providing for promotions within the Kenilworth Police Department?
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Boyle.
Here. Yes.
Councilman Finestrella.
Yes.
Councilwoman Giordano Paserno.
Yes.
Councilman Morrow.
Strong, yes.
Councilman Scarice.
Yes.
Councilman Zimmerman.
Yes.
I will now administer the oath of office of those newly promoted to the rank of sergeant, Travis Diltz and Brian Picton and Ryan Kernan.
Just do one at a time.
We'll have them come in order. Travis first, and then Brian. Yeah, no, I was calling.
Want me to climb up there in order?
I think it's you. I just gave you.
Leo, sit right there. Leo. Travis first.
Travis first.
Yep.
I, Travis Diltz,
I, Travis Diltz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and bear true faith
and bear true faith
and
and
allegiance
allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further
I do further
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Kenilworth Police Department Sergeant
of Kenilworth Police Department Sergeant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Travis Diltz has been with us about 9 years. He's been in patrol, he was a dispatcher with us before he started. He's been with us for 9 years. Travis, if you've noticed, our department has gotten very young very quickly, and Travis is one of those guys who's the next generations of leaders among our department. He's one of our first aid trainers and coordinators. He's our defensive tactics trainer. And for the past, 3 years, he's been the PBA president?
Almost 2. Almost 2.
2 years. And I'm happy to say, even as an old delegate, I'm happy to see him coming over to this side of the table. So I'd like to specifically acknowledge his wife Christine. Where's my little buddy? And his son Lincoln. I want to thank you for loaning your dad out to us. I want to recognize his mom Lisa, who's here tonight. I'm excited for Travis to take over, soon to be Lieutenant Pastor Squad. And I look forward to him to the future, to where we're going in this department. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Travis Hicks.
I'm going to keep this real simple. First of all, I want to thank my wife and my family, everybody who's here. Thank you so much for coming out. It really means a lot to me, from driving 10 hours to driving 3 hours. Thank you guys so much. Chief, thank you so much for the opportunity. I really look forward to leading the squad. Mayor and council, thank you guys so much for this, and I really appreciate it. Everybody else here, thank you. Let's get back to work.
Please.
I, Brian Peckman,
I, Brian Pickett,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and bear true faith
and bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further
I do further
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Kenilworth Police Department Sergeant
of Kenilworth Police Department Sergeant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Brian Pickett is a 20-year veteran of the Kenilworth Police Department. This one's special for me. Brian goes back a long way with me. He was one of the guys that worked with me in the squad when I was a sergeant. And honestly, as a sergeant, he's one of those guys who's been asked for more as a sergeant. He was a guy who went out there, did everything he needed to do, whether it was write tickets, make arrests, talk to the people in town, do the community policing. About the time I got promoted, he was put into the schools. And honestly, when they came up with the definition of a school resource officer, Brian is what we were looking for. He is literally perfect in that job. When I tell you the relationships that he's made between the students, the administrators, the teachers, the parents, and all our community partners over there, it's been unbelievable. And I think it's a testament how many, I see teachers here, I see administrators, I see students in the back that are here to see him get promoted. That speaks volumes for him. He's going to be taking over our detective bureau. He's got a tough task ahead of him, but honestly, he's up for the task. I can't think of anybody who's more worthy for that job. I want to acknowledge his wife, Elise, his kids, Jake and Courtney here?
Yes.
Jake and Courtney here, his family, his brother is here, and I especially want to acknowledge his mom and dad who are here, just two of the nicest people on the planet, and I'm blessed to have them here. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Brian Pickett.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I first want to thank Chief Seuss for those kind words. Mayor and Council, thank you for the privilege to become a sergeant. To my David Brearley family, I love you. I'm going to miss you. You guys are a great team. It was a great run. It's going to continue, but in a different capacity. Thank you so much. I want to thank my brother for being here. Obviously, my wife, Elisa. Jake and Courtney, so many friends and family, like there's students here that I absolutely adore and love, families of those students. Secretarial staff, you guys have all been tremendous and, you know, instrumental in the success I've had at the school. I would like to single out two people. If maybe Courtney, you could help mom and dad stand up a little bit. Please stand up. I can tell you without them, the last 53 years of my life, I wouldn't be here. So if you want to have us direct any applause, please direct it towards them. Thank you so much.
I, Ronnie Kernan,
I, Ronnie Kernan,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
of the United
of the
States
United States
and bear true faith
and bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority
under the authority
of the people.
of the people.
I do further
I do further
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Kenilworth Police Department Sergeant
of Kenilworth Police Department Sergeant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special promotion too, and I'd be remiss, I want to apologize to Sergeant Dills that I didn't mention before. His grandfather was a Kenilworth police officer, retired back in 1977, and I'm remiss for forgetting to mention that, but I want to mention that now, because Ryan is a third-generation police officer for Kenilworth PD. His grandfather was a captain for Kenilworth PD, his father was a lieutenant, and Ryan now, so the pin the sergeant's badge on his chest is incredibly special to me. Ryan was another guy who worked with me back in the day when I was a sergeant. He has a special gift of making your day better. When he's working, your day is better, you smile more, you laugh a little bit more, and the drudgery that you go through seems to be a little bit better. Ryan and soon-to-be Lieutenant Mike Scaniello were involved in an incident a couple years ago where they received the 200 Club Award, where they disarmed the suspects and pulled a gun on them in the middle of the boulevard, rolled around them in the middle of the boulevard, disarmed them. The situation where deadly force could have been used, and they disarmed the guy and safely and peacefully, without any injuries, were able to effect an arrest. They received the 200 Club Award, which is the highest honor you can receive in Union County. And he's been in the Detective Bureau for the last couple of years, does a tremendous job for me. He's in our firearms unit, knows the firearms inside and out. He's going to be sorely missed in that unit, by me especially, because I got to have somebody new now to go get lunch with. He's a tremendous guy. He's a tremendous leader. I'm looking forward to him taking over, retiring Glenn Sandals, Sergeant Sandals' platoon. And he's another guy that I'm looking forward to. He's got 20 years of experience, 12 with us, and I'm looking forward to him moving forward in this department. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Brian Curtis.
Everybody in this room for taking the time to be here, and I'm proud to serve the citizens of Kenilworth. as a third-generation police officer. We're going to thank my wife for standing by me through the good and the bad, and the mayor and council for the opportunity to continue on my family tradition. Thank you.
I, Michael Scaniello,
I, Michael Scaniello,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States
bear true faith
and bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further
I do further
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Kenilworth Police Department Lieutenant
of Kenilworth Police Department Lieutenant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
You want to take this back so they can hear you.
They can hear me.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I start on mic again, I'm remiss, I'm a little nervous here tonight myself too. Not to mention Ryan's wife Jamie, their daughter Sam, and Brendan who are here tonight. We appreciate how much time that you allow your husband and dad to be away from here with us. And I apologize for not mentioning you before. Lieutenant Mike Scaniello is a 20-year veteran of our department. I'll be honest, we go back quite a way here. When I was a captain and even now as a chief, Mike has historically been always one of my first calls in the morning, one of my last calls of the day. I'm sure he's tired of seeing my number pop up, but it does. Mike's one of the best cops we got in this department. Between him and Eddie, who are making lieutenant, they're two of the best cops that we got. They're going to be taking over our patrol division. And we couldn't have two better guys to train and mentor the young guys that we have coming up. Mike was a sergeant for a long time. He's been in the Detective Bureau for 8 years, about 8 years now. Does a phenomenal job. I could bore you guys until about midnight with all the responsibilities that Mike has. And like I said, he was involved in that incident with Ryan Kernan a couple of years ago where he received a 200 Club award for disarming an armed suspect. It's a big deal. Mike's a great cop. It's funny, every Monday morning he comes in my office and sits down and tells me about whatever sporting event they had over the weekend. It might have been hockey, it might have been basketball, it might have been softball, it might have been baseball. As great a cop as Mike is, if there's anything he's better at, is being a father, being a dad. There's something I really admire about him. He's going to be taking over the A side in patrol. I want to specifically acknowledge his wife Megan, his kids Claire, Peter, Nicholas, and his mom is a retired detective out of Roselle. I know how proud I am. I can only imagine how proud they are. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Mike Scaniello.
So one thing they don't teach in the police academy is public speaking. So here we are. So I'm gonna give them a shot. First off, I'd like to thank the kids, my mother. So I was raised in a police household, so she raised me to do this job. So here I am. Mayor and council, thank you for this opportunity. Chief Fred Seuss, thank you so much. I just want to take this second to congratulate our new sergeants. and I'll say this before I wrap it up. I'm going to be real quick. I just want to pass this on. Lead from the front, right? Lead from the front. Get your hands dirty. Get in there. Get next to them. Get dirty with them. Push the car in the snow. Wrestle with the suspect. All right? Get your hands dirty. They'll respect you. They'll respect you more for it. All right? So thank you for this opportunity. Appreciate it.
So this way, you can see you're on camera. There we go. All right. I, Edward Pastor,
I, Edward Pastor,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and bear true faith
and bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further
I do further
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Kenilworth Police Department Lieutenant
of Kenilworth Police Department Lieutenant
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Lieutenant Pastor's been with us about 17 years. He's started his career over in Kane, which not ironically is where Sergeant Curtis started his career over in Kane, so I don't want to blame anybody for turning his back. Like I said, I think an awful lot of Eddie, between Eddie and Mike. I think the two best cops we have on this department. Again, I have to be remiss in forgetting to mention that Mike was a member of USERT and SWAT, as Eddie is a member of USERT and SWAT. And I see a couple guys here from SWAT. I appreciate them coming to show support to our guy. Eddie is going to be opposite Mike, taking over the A side of the patrol division. He spent time as a sergeant. He's been a detective. And again, just like Mike, one of the things I really admire about Eddie is I talk to him about his kids, about the wrestling, whatever events his kids have. He's at everything. He's at everything that we do in town. He gives a lot of his time to his kids, to his family, to his community. And like Mike, if he's anything better as a cop, it's being a family man. And that's something I truly admire about him. I would like to acknowledge his wife, Justine, his kids, Eddie, Henry, and Victoria. And I know they're here somewhere. His parents, again, are two of the best people that I know. A wonderful family, and you guys should be proud. He's an awesome cop, great family man. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Eddie Pastor.
I just want to start by saying thank you to every one of you for being here. Without you as residents and people supporting us, this department wouldn't be what it is. We are fortunate and lucky because if you go around to other ceremonies and promotion events, there's nothing like this. All right, Kenilworth is a special, special place, and we're forever grateful for that as officers that serve the people here. I want to just thank the chief, the mayor, the council, police committee, everything you've done for us, and me personally, forever grateful for that. My family, my wife, my children, my parents, my siblings, a huge network, my friends, my coworkers. Without you guys, man, this town wouldn't be what it is. So keep going. You know, I'm just really, really fortunate tonight that the chief pinned my badge on tonight. And he can tell you about the backstory about this. So, you know, my wife was very nervous about that, and I'll leave it there from last time, all right? But thank you all, and let's get to work. And, you know, I'm now the old guy, or one of the old guys here, and we're a very young department. But I guarantee you, we're in the right hands right here with these guys that work underneath of us. Thank you.
Eddie was a little nervous and he didn't want to bring it up, but he wanted me to mention it. He is now officially the highest ranking Polish officer on
Just back up a little so it's what everyone's on. I, Paul Campanelli,
I, Paul Campanelli,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and bear true faith
and bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further
I do further
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform the duties
perform the duties
of Kenilworth Police Department Captain
of Kenilworth Police Department Captain
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Can't even hold a pen. We don't have to photo trust you?
No, it's all right. You can take that.
I'll put this in my pocket tonight.
Captain Campanelli's the last of the Mohicans, the last of the guys along with me who came on the job in the 90s. Everybody else is in the 2000s. Him and I go back a long way. We've worked for the last 26 years together. Probably spent the better part of the first 10 to 12 years in the same squads working together. Paul is what we would refer to as a Swiss Army knife in the police department. There's not a job he can't do. He's done everything through his career. He's been a sergeant, he's been a lieutenant, he's been a traffic lieutenant, he had been a lieutenant, he's been the dispatch coordinator, the DOC coordinator. Again, I can bore you with how many things that we dump on him, but one of the things I truly admire about Paul is every day he comes into work, he stops in my office, and he says, "Boss, what do you need? What can I do for you?" He goes about his day trying to make my day easier and my life better, and that's something I truly admire about him. He's going to be taking over the administrative captain role, or the captain's role. Paul's going to be running the day-to-day operations of the department. Again, we have a lot of good young officers on this job, and I'm so proud of the command staff that we have to lead this department going forward. I want to recognize his wife, Christine, and I think it's tremendously admirable. His son flew in tonight just for this promotion, and his son Anthony and his daughter Nina are here, and I think that's what it's all about. And when I hear some of the guys getting choked up, this is special because your families are here, your families are involved, and this is the time to puff out your chest and be proud of what you've accomplished. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Paul Campanelli.
Thank you. I'd like to take the time to thank the Mayor and Council. I really appreciate the opportunity to continue serving the borough of Kenilworth in the capacity of captain. I want to thank Chief Fred Seuss for putting faith in me to continue to do what I do. Most importantly, my family. My son flew in today. It's probably the best thing I could ask for. I can't think I've ever made up for talking about family, you're all my family. I bumped into you in the street, we're talking over coffee. I know almost everybody here. Thank you for your support. I love you all. Thank you to my blood family for being here. And like the other guys, I'm not the other guys, I can talk for a half hour. I'm not going to do that to you. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the continued service. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the promotion aspect of the meeting tonight. I want to thank everybody who's here. It's wonderful to see so many people here to support our guys. This is a tremendous moment. And like I said, to see these guys get emotional, it shows me how much they care about their families. I don't expect them to put the police department first. It shouldn't even be in the top three. The family is what's first and foremost. And I'm so proud of these guys for how they feel about their families, the communities, this department. We'd like to invite everybody back to the VFW at 60 South 21st Street on behalf of the police department and the Kenworth PBA. We're going to be serving some light refreshments and cake and coffee. Everybody's invited back. Please be advised that the meeting is going to continue. I would ask everybody who's leaving to go over to the service to file out kind of quickly, but before you leave, Mayor Kalarovich, I'd like to thank you, members of the Borough Council governing body. I want to thank you for your continued support and encouragement for this department. Last week you gave me three new men. Tonight you gave me 6 promotions. You've consistently given us the tools, the equipment we need to keep this great community safe in a difficult time. The mayor and I were on a podcast today with Bill Spadia, and it's one of the things we mentioned that we can't do our jobs without the support of you guys, and we're blessed to have you guys and have the support and encouragement of this governing body. So from the bottom of my heart and our officers and our families, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, it's with great pride and honor to recognize individuals whose dedication and hard work has significantly contributed to Kenilworth's success. It's my honor to present the Employee of the Year and the Volunteer of the Year awards for 2023. For whatever reason, we didn't do this last year, and that bothered me, so I thought I would pick 2 Volunteers of the Year and 2 Employees of the Year. So the first employee, the Employee of the Year is Lisa Wood and Dominic Latour. Today, I'm going to sit, you can have a seat for a minute, because I have things to read, because you're not getting away that easy.
Come up front, Dom.
No, come up front, because I do have an award for you.
Yeah.
Today, we recognize Lisa Wood and Dominic Latour as Employees of the Year. In doing so, we not only celebrate their individual accomplishments, but also acknowledge the collective effort and teamwork that has made this achievement possible. Their dedication, hard work, and commitment to excellence serve as an inspiration to us all. Thank you both for your exceptional contributions, and congratulations on this well-deserved honor. In case anyone is not aware, in early 2023, the borough received a grant for $250,000 from Union County for the senior center. This money was awarded to replace the roof, replace the boiler and 2 air conditioning units, and install a bottle filling station. This was more complex because we had to find certified vendors and ensure that all the work was complete and paid within 6 months of receiving this grant. These projects were fully complete and well under budget within a few months. With approximately $100,000 remaining, Lisa and Dominic worked together to identify other needs within the senior center. These projects had to conform to the allowable uses of the grant and still had to be completed and paid for within that original 6-month time frame. Together, they were able to identify the kitchen replacement with new appliances, cabinets and countertops, a second bottle filling station, 4 air purifiers, a professional coffee maker, a new steam table, and other accessories for the center. The most impressive part of this effort, aside from the fact that they were able to get it done, is that it was outside of their normal responsibilities. They did this while still getting their daily work done. Not once did they say they wouldn't help or they didn't have time. Lisa, I would be remiss if I didn't mention you are the reason we were awarded this grant. From the time you heard about the grant opportunity, you made sure everyone knew, you sent reminders to keep us on schedule and to get the application in. Lisa's contributions extended far beyond her exceptional work with the grant. She is truly an exemplary employee with a wealth of knowledge spanning in various areas. Lisa is always willing to lend a helping hand or share her expertise with others. Her genuine kindness and willingness to go above and beyond for her colleagues and for our community are truly commendable. Lisa's love for our town shines through in everything she does, and her unwavering dedication to doing what is in the best interest of the borough is an inspiration for us all. Lisa, your contributions have made a lasting impact on Kenilworth, our community, and for that, I am truly grateful to you. Congratulations. Dominic. Beyond Dominic's remarkable contributions to the grant, his willingness to lend a helping hand whenever needed sets him apart as a truly exceptional employee. Whether it's stepping in to fill a crucial role at the senior center, especially when we had no director, or adjusting his personal schedule to ensure the success of community events like the tree lighting in December, Dominic consistently goes above and beyond the call of duty. In honoring Dominic today, we not only recognize his individual achievements, but also celebrate the spirit of service, dedication, and community that he embodies. Congratulations, Dominic. Now I'll give Lisa.
You know what's, we're going to thank you someday for all the pictures that you've taken of our Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, we have two volunteers of the year, Shirley Boyden Maxwell and Ray Morrow. Recognizing outstanding volunteers is crucial for fostering community engagement and appreciation. Tonight, we honor two individuals that have helped to make Kenilworth a better place. Shirley Boyden Maxwell, where is she? All the way in the back. Come on up front, Shirley. Come sit in the front. It is my honor to present this Volunteer of the Year award to Shirley Boyden Maxwell for her exceptional work with the Municipal Alliance and the Kenilworth Historical Society. Shirley embodies a true spirit of volunteerism, selflessly giving her time, energy, and talents to better our community. Her involvement with both the Municipal Alliance and the Kenilworth Historical Society exemplifies her deep commitment to preserving our heritage and promoting the well-being of our residents. What Shirley sets apart is not only her passion for service, but also her remarkable organizational skills and creativity. She approaches every task with enthusiasm and a can-do attitude, inspiring those around her to strive for excellence. Whether it's coordinating events, managing projects, or spearheading initiatives, she does so with unwavering dedication and professionalism. But Shirley's impact goes beyond her impressive organizational skills. She brings a unique perspective and creativity to everything she does. infusing each product with fresh ideas and innovative solutions. Her creativity has elevated our community programs and events, making them more engaging and more inclusive for all. Moreover, Shirley is a pleasure to work with. So sweet. Her positive attitude, collaborative spirit, and genuine kindness have endeared her to all who have had the privilege of working alongside her. Today, as we honor Shirley as Volunteer of the Year, let us not only celebrate her individual achievements, but also recognize the profound impact that volunteers like her have on our borough. Shirley, your dedication, passion, and creativity are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you for your selfless service and unwavering commitment to our community. Congratulations. Ray, it is my honor to present this Volunteer of the Year Award to Ray Morrow for her exceptional contributions as a volunteer EMT with the Kenilworth Rescue Squad. Ray's journey with the Kenilworth Rescue Squad is a testament to her remarkable dedication and passion for serving others. At the young age of 16, she joined as a cadet, and since then, she has become an indispensable member of the Kenilworth Fire and Rescue Department. For well over 6 years, Ray has selflessly devoted herself to the service of our community, responding to countless medical emergencies and providing critical care for those in need. What truly sets Ray apart is not only her unwavering commitment, but also her remarkable skill and bravery in the face of adversity. She has responded to over 1,000 medical calls, ranging from broken bones to life-threatening situations, including CPR saves and swift interventions on patients with critical injuries. Ray's quick thinking and decisive actions have undoubtedly saved lives and brought comfort to those in their darkest moments. In addition to her remarkable achievements as an EMT, Ray has also taken on the role as Rescue Squad Lieutenant, demonstrating her leadership and dedication to the betterment of our department. Her tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to excellence serve as an inspiration to all of us, embodying the true spirit of volunteerism and community service. Today, as we honor Ray for her extraordinary contributions, I also want to express our heartfelt gratitude for her selflessness and dedication to the well-being of everyone in our community. Ray, your unwavering commitment, your bravery, and your compassion have a profound difference in the lives of countless individuals, and for that, I am extremely grateful to you. Congratulations. All right. Take a sip of water. Everyone's going to the party at the VFW.
Would we take the council meeting?
Right, we should finish the meeting at the VFW. Is there a motion to accept and approve the following council meeting minutes of February 7, 2024?
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Boyle?
Yes.
Councilman Finestrella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Giordano Paserno?
Yes.
Councilman Morrow?
Yes.
Councilman Scurries?
Yes.
Councilman Zimmerman?
Yes.
Okay, we received a letter from Dorothea Krehak. Just wanted to inform you that the passing of Michael Yasenko has passed away, and he was a historian in Kenilworth, February 28, 2024. I just want to read his, little bit of his obituary. Michael Robert Yasenko, who lived a life devoted to serving others, leaving a legacy of kindness and unwavering commitment to his faith, country, family, and students. Born in Newark, New Jersey in 1929, Michael was the youngest of 5 children, the son of the late Valentin and Luina Yasenko. First generation Austrian and German immigrants. Growing up, he attended St. Anne's Elementary School and Wequanic High School, where he developed a deep appreciation for education and service. After completing high school, Michael enlisted in the United States Army and was active in the occupation of the Japan 24th Division, 19th Infantry Regiment, under General Douglas MacArthur during the time of the Japanese Emperor. This commitment to public service remained steadfast through his life. After his service in the military, Michael continued his call to public service as an educator. This led him to pursue higher learning at Seton Hall, Rutgers, Harvard College, and Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. He divided his time across New Jersey, Pennsylvania, nurturing relationships with both sides of his family while pursuing his academic and professional endeavors. Michael, who had a profound love for American history and elevated stories of many unsung heroes. He was an author, penning 7 books that illustrated the bravery and sacrifices of historical figures, particularly those of the Revolutionary War. His writings not only celebrated heroism, but also served as a testament to the importance of understanding and honoring our past. He was also an exceptional artist and illustrator, enjoying drawing in historical figures in featured books. Dedicated over 40 years to teaching history, economics at Union High School, he left an enduring impact on countless students. He served as a teacher, as a supervisor of social studies from grades 6 through 12. He also served as the school's tennis coach, leading the team in 2 state championships. He also served as both the Union Township and Union County Historical Societies, and had a particular love of the Caldwell Parsonage, in which he helped to maintain and give tours, along with informational speeches to young students from around the state. He also served as treasurer of the Township of Union Historical Society. Michael was a proud member of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, of Whippany, American Legion, finding camaraderie purpose in these organizations. And he was also a historian here in Kenilworth. As Michael's life is celebrated, his legacy of faith and public service continues to inspire all of those who had the privilege of knowing him. May he rest in peace, and send my deepest sympathy to his family. Okay, I'd like to move on to the finance report. Councilman Finestrella.
Thank you, Mayor. This past Monday evening, the Finance Committee got together and sat down with our 2 CFOs, Jill Good and Ken Blum. We hashed out some numbers. Those guys, kudos to them, the CFOs. They really came through and found some places where we were able to struggle and grab money to help fix this, fix that, without too much being, or if anything, being cut as far as personnel-wise or any services. However, there was a service that needs to be cut, and because of the cap on the levy on the budget, we've decided that we're going to only have 1 bulk pickup. That's better than laying off an individual or cutting any other service that would be a dire need in town. But it's just something that something had to give. And if Jill or Ken, you want to explain a little bit more how we arrived to that, but unfortunately, that's, just the way it is. And we've heard from DPW, who's using trucks from 1992, which are on its last leg, and they're borrowing trucks from the county. And the 96 is the youngest one, so that one's on its way out, so they're in a dire need of a truck. The fire department needs a hook and ladder, and it's just tough to figure out where we can allocate funds. But kudos to the CFOs, they did a great job, and they're still continuing, and hopefully, I think by the end of 2 weeks, in about a couple of weeks, we should have something. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Department of Public Works, Councilman Boyle.
Thank you, Mayor. The DPW responded to 2 sewer emergencies for a total of 6 hours. We had 2 snow events with 11 staff members, each getting 9 hours of overtime. DPW Public Message Board has been relocated to the corner of Sheridan Ave and 14th Street for better visibility. Cans and bottles will be picked up Tuesday, March 12th, and cardboard Tuesday, March 19th. And I just want to say, Dom's still here? Tom, thank you for everything. Congratulations. You've been there since Melissa started playing softball when she was, both of the girls were little. You've been there for everything, for me and for Kristen. I appreciate it. That's it.
Thank you. Department of Public Safety, Councilman Zimmerman.
Thank you, Mayor. I have the report from Chief Seuss for the month of February. For the month of February, Kennewick Police Department responded to 871 calls for service, and there were 115 911 calls for the month. There were a total of 40 hours overtime, primarily for scheduled patrol overtime. Dispatch overtime, 24 hours, Detective Bureau, 4 hours, and Union County Emergency Response Team overtime, 4 hours. The Kennewick Police Department completed 74 hours of training for the month, which included rifle instructor training, SWAT, USER, which is the Union County Emergency Response Team, the ARRIVE training. Kennewick Police Department also issued 150 traffic summonses for the month. There were 3 sick days used for the month and no sick occurrences, and there were also no on-the-job injuries reported for the month of February. February was a fairly tame month for the Kennewick Police Department compared to previous months. Kennewick Police Department units had 3 reported shopliftings from the Acme and a half dozen thefts from motor vehicles. Just remember to please lock your cars. Our detectives are also investigating a serious assault at the post office and a steady stream of internet-based frauds that usually begin with a phishing email. Unfortunately, we had one that struck close to home this month for an employee here. So please, if anything looks out of place with an email asking for money, gift cards, don't believe it. It's probably a phishing scam and they're going to rip you off, and there's very little the police can usually do with them. So if you're in doubt, please call our police department, our detective bureau, and they can look into it and make sure it's legitimate before you make any donations like that. Chief Seuss went on to say residents are advised not to respond to any emails that seem suspect and to contact the police department if they're unsure, just like I said. And with the recent promotions going into effect after this meeting, residents will notice several changes to the Kennewick Police Department in the near future. Our current school resource officer, Detective Brian Picton, was promoted to sergeant and will be taking over the Detective Bureau. And Officer Brett Byron will be assigned as our new school resource officer, starting on Monday, March 11th. Also, Patrolman Leo Philippe will be reassigned to the Detective Bureau to take over for Detective Ryan Kernan, who was promoted to sergeant and will be returning to patrol as a sergeant. Lieutenants Michael Scaniello and Edward Passer will be taking over the patrol commander spots, and Captain Campanelli and Sergeant Diltz will also begin new roles. Captain Campanelli as the patrol captain, and Sergeant Diltz, I'm not sure where he's going to be assigned by the chief at this point, but they will a new role. Also, there's been a lot of change and turnover, but Chief Seuss would like to commend the governing body for their unwavering support and commitment to the police department and the safety of our town. Just also, I would like to just put out a couple things about, they're having a parade in Union this weekend, the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade on Sunday. And at 10:30 a.m., the police department, the fire department, and the Veterans Center are going to march. And the PBA, Travis Stilts, has extended an invitation to the mayor and council. If you would like to march with the PBA, the fire department, and the Veterans Center, no later than 10:30 a.m., the muster point is at the Veterans Center in their parking lot. And you can march in the parade with those groups as one big group. Also, I'd like to congratulate the employees of the year, Shirley Boyden Maxwell, on a job well done. She's doing a great job with the Alliance still, and she does a great job at since taking over the senior citizens. And I'm proud that she got this award, much deserved, Shirley. Also, Ray Morrow with the fire department. I know she stepped out, but I know when I worked alongside her as the chief during COVID, she worked hard when people were afraid of COVID and people were afraid to touch and deal with people that had COVID. She was on the front lines going into houses and dealing with people firsthand and put her life at great risk when a lot of people were dying back in 2020. Also, Dominic Latour and Lisa Wood, congratulations on your Employee of the Year. I know you both do a lot of great work. I know Dominic at the DPW, I see it firsthand, and at the senior citizens, and they're always happy that you're there at their beckoning call sometimes to, from cleaning up chairs. I've helped you a couple times with that, and tables, to anything. And Lisa, I know you are a hard worker trying to crunch the budget for our town and lessen the blow to the taxpayers, and I know it's not an easy job. I've dealt and worked with you as a chief of police and also as a councilman, and sometimes it's really tough, like we said with this, that they brought up tonight, the bulk waste, and there's no money for the second bulk waste this year in our budget. But I know if there's a way, Lisa, Ken, and Jill always find a way, and I salute you for that. And last but not least, I'd like to extend congratulations to Captain Paul Campanelli on his promotion to captain, Lieutenant Michael Scaniello and Lieutenant Edward Pastor on their promotions to lieutenant, Sergeant Travis Stilts, Sergeant Brian Picton, and Sergeant Ryan Kernan. They're all going to do a great job. I have true faith in all of them, and they're all committed to the Kenworth Borough, and they're not going to let us down. So congratulations to all of them on a job well done up to this point and a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Planning and zoning, Councilman Morrow.
Thank you, Mayor. Light report tonight. There's been no change in anything on the planning board. We haven't met yet since the last meeting a couple weeks ago, so more to come on that. And Cindy's been on vacation, so I don't have my lifeline into the department telling me all the great things I need to tell you. So I'll save that for next time. We'll report on February. But I would also like to echo everything that Councilman Zimmerman said. We had a beautiful night tonight, really. We had promotions. We saw awards being given to very well-deserving people. And I want to thank you, Lisa. You keep my pen hand busy when it comes time for all those harbor invoices that have to get signed every couple of weeks. There's great people in this department, and Mayor Karlovic, how you had to single out two was beyond me. So
It was
commend
hard.
you all. Thank you.
Next year's another year.
Okay. That's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Recreation and Fire, Councilman Scarice.
Thank you, Mayor. We'll start off with Fire Department. During the month of February, the Fire Department responded to 32 calls. 2 car fires, 4 carbon monoxide alarms, 13 fire alarms, 1 good and 10 public assist, police department assist, 1 medical assist with lift, 3 motor vehicle accidents, 4 mutual aid responses, 4 to Roselle Park, 2 power telephone cable line calls, 1 smoke conditions, odor of smoke, and 1 training. During these instances, the fire department traveled 84 miles and utilized 137 hours. The fire department rescue squad responded to 30 calls, traveling 212 miles, utilizing 66 hours. Additional man hours utilized during the month of February include the following: administrative, 242, stipend, 1302, fire training, 50. So total calls for the month, 62, total miles traveled for the month, 296, total man hours, 1,797. Also, Captain Michael Scuderi just mentioned tonight that he secured a grant of $40,000 for much-needed fire equipment. So, and a positive note, let me get to the recreation email. Okay, basketball is currently in the playoffs. The season ends on Friday, March 15th. The rec department would like to thank all of the coaches for volunteering their time. The townwide Easter egg hunt is scheduled for Sunday, March 21st, starting at 10 a.m. Registrations are currently open and are required. The rain date for the hunt will be on Saturday, March 30th at 10 a.m. The hunt will be held at DeMario Park. This event is for Kenilworth residents only. The age range is from toddlers, which is basically walking age, to 4th grade. The middle school baseball team has been selected. They will begin practicing soon with games to start in April. Middle school track and field held an interest meeting. We have roughly 25 to 30 kids show up for the meeting. Track meets are currently being scheduled. Registration is through Community Pass and is open. Summer camp registrations are open exclusively to Kenilworth residents and Kenilworth school student only until April 15th. Starting April 16th, camp registrations will open to the general public. You can register through Community Pass. Information regarding camp will be posted on the borough website. Facebook and email will be sent out by the end of this week. And that's all I have to report, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Education, Health, and Human Services, Councilwoman Giordano Persona.
Thank you, Mayor. The Board of Education has on their Kenilworth Schools website, it's www.kenilworthschools.com. If you go to the menu tab and hit referendum, you'll see the timeline of the progress of the projects going on at both locations. There's quite a bit of information on there that I thought a lot of the residents would be interested in seeing. Their next meeting is Monday, March 11th, so I'll have more to report on the March 20th council meeting. The Board of Health didn't have anything in particular to add tonight, but their meeting is March 21st. Social Concerns is really asking for food donations to the St. Teresa Rectory, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 12, and Wednesdays 6 to 7 p.m., all canned foods, as you know, is typical. And toiletries, quite a bit they need. And if you would like, and it's easier, gift cards to Acme or ShopRite, something like that. But they really would like to have some things put together before Easter, so if anybody can bring some things over there, that would be great. If you're not sure of the time, you could always call the rectory. But it's definitely Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday is the only evening. The Senior Center has so much going on there. Last night we attended a time capsule opening that was discovered by Paulette Drogan in the safe, and it was supposed to be open in 2012, and I guess got a little more fermented, let's say. So it was open last night, and it was really great. It was from the Girl Scout Troop 437, put there in 1987. They had letters from the Girl Scouts, pictures, and things like that. It was really a great event. A lot of the Girl Scouts were there, and two of the moms from the original Girl Scouts that wrote those letters were there. And I believe they're on display at the Senior Center. If anybody wants to go and look at the pictures and read the letters, they can do so. As far as events, there are so many events that I would strongly encourage you to call our director, Shirley Maxwell, at 908-276-1716. There are ceramic classes, lunch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, health screening, cooking matters. There's a bus trip on March 16th to Wind Creek. And definitely don't forget Soups on March 21st between 6 and 8. All of these things you need to register for. So please reach out or stop in the Senior Center. But I encourage you to participate in all that's going on. And of course, you know, we offer transportation if you need help getting to and from your house to the Senior Center or even around town to run errands. What was the next thing? Library. The library has children's programs mostly during the day, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. There are a few evening events and special events on March 12th, 13th, and 15th for the children. And there are a couple of special events for adults on March 7th, 11th, 14th, 19th and 21st. Again, I encourage you to call the library, and that number is 908-276-2451, or go on the website, it's kenilworthlibrary.org, and everything is clearly posted there by age and dates and times, because there's a wealth of information between the library and the senior center, so it's the best way to be able to see what's going on and participate, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilwoman.
You're welcome.
Is there a motion to accept and approve committee reports?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have one ordinance for final adoption tonight. It's ordinance number 2024-04, introduced on February 21st, 2024. An ordinance amending ordinance number 2021-16, affecting employment titles, salary ranges, and, oh, I apologize. Hold on. I'm reading it the wrong way. The correct number, I apologize. 2024-04, ordinance amending Chapter 5, Administration of Government, Article 3, Council, Section 5-14, Meetings and Public Participation of the Municipal Code of the Borough of Kenilworth to consolidate work sessions and regular meetings.
What's the ordinance number? Is that 4?
2024-04.
Is there a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2024-04?
Motion.
Second.
Does anyone have anything to say on this ordinance and this ordinance only? Please come forward and state your name and address. Okay, seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public hearing and adopt ordinance 2024-04?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Boyle?
Yes.
Councilman Finestrella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Giordano Picerno?
Yes.
Councilman Morrow?
Yes.
Councilman Scarice?
Yes.
Councilman Zimmerman?
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-04 has been adopted.
Is there a motion to adopt Resolution 2024-99, revising Section 4 Order of Business of the bylaws adopted at the reorganizational meeting via Resolution 2024-22?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Boyle?
Yes.
Councilman Finestrella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Giordano Picerno?
Yes.
Councilman Morrow?
Yes.
Councilman Scarice?
Yes.
Councilman Zimmerman?
Yes.
Next for council consideration is the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
The consent agenda consists of resolutions 2024-100 through 2024-104. These resolutions will be approved by one motion. All items will be recorded individually in full in the minutes. Councilman Boyle?
Yes.
Councilman Finestrella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Giordano Picerno?
Yes.
Councilman Morrow?
Yes.
Councilman Scarice?
Yes.
Councilman Zimmerman?
Yes.
Is there a motion to open the floor to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Does anyone have anything to say for the good and well-being of Kenilworth? Please come forward and state your name and address.
I wanted to just say, do you want to go to the phone?
Sure.
We had the budget meeting on Monday, and the DPW director brought to my attention, we were discussing flip-flopping a few of the capital items, and perhaps he could get a little update with we had talked about perhaps replacing the garbage truck this year. My understanding is since Monday, 2 garbage trucks have gone down for repair, and he's hoping that we'll consider the flip-flopping and doing a letter of intent due to that. So I thought maybe he could elaborate. I just found out about this a little while ago, so I thought I'd bring it to your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, truck 26 and 24 have some minor mechanical issues. 24 is the oldest truck in the fleet, but it is a warranty repair, so I don't know how long it'll be down, but the good news is it's not going to cost us anything extra.
What year is that truck?
It's a 92.
Okay.
So there's a warranty repair for a previous repair that we did, I'll say 2 weeks ago. 26 was showing signs of white smoke coming out of the exhaust, which is an indication of antifreeze mixing in with the engine. So I don't know what is broken on that. Eric, our mechanic, will dive into it tomorrow, as it happened towards the end of the day. And as far as the letter of intent is concerned, Sanitation Equipment Corporation, based in Toledo, New Jersey, who does the manufacturing of the truck body, not the chassis, said, who's the one who quoted us for the second truck.
In July, or the first one?
The second one.
Okay.
He said that he gave me a template for a letter of intent that other tenants have used that his company will accept. Basically, to summarize, is he will hold the truck indefinitely until we get a PO. If we back out of the letter of intent, there's a monetary fine. I think he said it was $20,000 if you back out.
How much is the truck?
$309,000, which is a 10% increase from the purchase in August of last year. And it's actually a 10% increase on a cheaper chassis.
Do we have a letter of intent already for that truck, or where are we at with that truck?
I sent the template today, and I'm going to be forwarding it over to Angela and the CFOs for them to review. And then I believe Jill or Ken will send it forward to the committee for approval. And if you guys approve it, the truck will be available to us in June with our truck that we purchased in August, pending no delays.
Is there anything we could get for the truck that we have as a turn-in value, even though it's very old?
So,
you said one's a 92, and what's the other one? I'm sorry.
96.
96, okay.
So what we would do is, we would auction those off. I would ask my committee my finance committee or DPW committee, whoever wants to give me a baseline of what you want the bids to start at.
What do you think it's worth?
The 96 might be worth more because it's only 4 years difference, but the body's a lot different inside mechanically wise. We could probably start off at 10,000, but I don't see us getting any more than 15 each, to be honest with you, because parts are rare. So someone might just buy these trucks as part trucks, even though they run.
And the new truck, to buy it, how do we finance that?
That's what Jill was mentioning with the flip-flopping. There were different items that I had originally put in our capital request, and in light of recent events, we decided to change our approach on the capital budget. And I mean, I can't speak for Jill or Ken because they know the numbers way better than
No,
I
I
do.
mean literally finance it. Is there a deposit? You pay it off over 4 or 5 years?
According to Jill and Ken, if the numbers match up, we'll be buying it outright.
Yeah, do you want me to talk a little bit about that? or-
Yeah.
So what happens is every year the borough does a capital ordinance. They solicit the departments. The finance committee usually reviews all the capital items and creates the capital ordinance. We have to put a down payment on it. It will be an unfunded ordinance after the down payment. It will go into a bond anticipation note. After 3 years, you start making pay downs on it, and when you have enough capital projects that are in the bond anticipation notes, you would go out for a bond, and you would bond it that way over the useful life of all the projects in the bonds. So it's typically every year, I think last year was around 2 million of capital projects. I thought it was maybe a little bit under, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's normal that every department puts it together and you fund them that way, because they can't really be absorbed in the budget.
The only reason why we're asking for a letter of intent is because the truck is currently available.
Right.
And they will hold it for us, and since we are in dire need. We still have to do the capital ordinance, that's why we would need a letter of intent or your permission, because we need at least 2 meetings for the ordinance, and we're not done finalizing everything in there. But obviously the need is there. And correct me if I'm wrong, it was a Sourcewell contract?
So yeah, both trucks are on Sourcewell, and the second truck that Ken's referring to, that we would want the letter of intent for, is It was a deal that another town or company put together and then backed out during production. So it's now considered a stock item. It's currently in production, and he's willing to sell it to the first person who's got the money. And he said he can only hold it for us if we do a letter of intent. If not, he could sell it out from underneath us. And at the rate of cost increases and production timelines, you could see another 10 or 15% if we wait till next year.
Right.
And a longer build time.
And even this truck we're getting in July, we ordered that how long ago?
The first one, we had the PO created, it was either the end of August or beginning of September.
Of last year.
Right.
So it's almost a year to get a truck.
Yeah, and the truck went into production, the chassis went into production in December, and then it was shipped down to Alabama for manufacturing of the body in middle of January. And he's anticipating sometime in June at the earliest that both trucks will be done.
And this, what are we doing about awaiting our earlier order?
We're not.
So you're gonna have to.
It's two different capital years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting two trucks.
2023, this one will be 2024.
And we previously joined that co-op,
Yes.
right?
Yes. We've used them before, and that's why you can do a letter of intent, because not violating any bid laws, it's an item that's on a contract that we can participate in.
Sourcewell is a national co-op. So it's a whole nation, it's a much bigger bidding process, so we have a much better competitive bid through Sourcewell.
And it has everything you want on it, this truck that's already in production?
Yeah, it's a 29 cubic yard body with a rear barrel grabber attachment.
Which is big for the guys' backs and injuries.
Right, on an international chassis. The first one we bought was a Kenworth chassis.
Okay.
But both are, body-wise, are identical. So the only thing that's different is the chassis and colors.
So this truck, if we give a letter of intent, we'll have it when? July?
Yes.
July or August.
Pending no delays. I mean, it's in production currently.
Right.
And it's just a matter of them finishing it and then delivering it to us.
So we would have to, we're hoping to do the capital budget in April and adopting that in May. So we would be able to commit to it once the ordinance is adopted as well, formally commit to it.
And if these two trucks are purchased, that'll change the ages of the trucks to the 2024, 2023, 2018, and the 2010. So we'll have another several year lull of not having to buy a garbage truck. And then moving forward, I'm hoping in 10 years we can do them like once every other year, so it's not overwhelming for the budget.
Are we still borrowing the counties?
Yes, and it's a good thing because we have two down right now.
Right. So they loaned us a garbage truck.
Yeah.
We've been using theirs.
Smaller, it's single axle, 18 cubic yards, but if I keep it on the Wednesday, Saturday route, then it's close to the garage and we can dump them in our concrete bins and send it right back out again, and then worry about delivering it to whatever material we're picking up, delivering it to the appropriate vendor another day, just so we can get the pickup stuff.
Right.
Now, this doesn't change any numbers from Monday's meeting as far as impact the possible taxpayers, or?
No, this doesn't, this wouldn't affect the taxpayers.
Yeah, because we're trading, right?
Right, in the trade, we're actually doing this year's capital to next year's is actually a little more economical to buy the truck and push the other items forward. So it will occur less debt by buying the truck and maybe one or two other items on the list. So that was a positive as well.
Just as a note for the governing body, so they realize I work in another town, we all know that has privatized garbage. This is a huge savings to be able to do this in-house, that nobody will understand the vital part of getting this truck. So that's why we're presenting it quickly tonight. Even though we don't have the full capital. It's a unique situation. They have something available that we can hopefully get in a couple of months and make it a much better functioning.
So do we need to, as a governing body, do something tonight officially to vote on, to do this letter? Or what do we need to do so that we can save that truck before it's gone in the next day or two?
If you guys wanted to make a motion to do that, then that would give Jill and Ken the freedom to draft, or Angela, whoever, to draft the letter of intent and send it out to the company this week. So
Is everybody comfortable with doing that tonight?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll make a motion.
Yeah, I'd have to see what it looks like.
Right.
I'll include you in the email. Okay?
Yeah, so I think if you want to make a motion on that,
I'll make a motion pending our attorney, our borough attorney just reviewing it, and as long as he's good with it tomorrow, first thing, passes it on to our finance department and move on it.
I'll second that.
you have to come out of closed session first, for that motion.
We're not in closed session.
We're in open public.
I mean, in the public comments section.
Got it.
Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jill and Ken, too.
There's a couple of things procedurally that we should cover, just to close out this first.
Okay.
I'll say add it in there.
Okay. Anyone else from the public? Okay, seeing no one, I'll close the
Wait
floor.
1 second, Ken has something.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ken.
Ken Blum with Jill, Finance Department. We just want to echo what has been said about Lisa. She really is the glue for Kenilworth in finances. And we wouldn't be able to do this job without her, so we do appreciate her. And thank you for giving her.
That's awesome. Okay. Anyone else from the public? Okay, seeing no one, I'd like a motion to close the floor for public discussion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Now, Mayor, we should have a motion to amend the agenda to include this resolution to authorize the execution of the LOI.
I'll make that motion, if I can, to amend and add that resolution to purchase, or send a letter for purchase.
Letter of intent.
Letter of intent for the new garbage truck that's available, that we need to act on immediately, otherwise we will lose
This
it.
vote was just to amend the agenda, then we need a motion.
Oh, I need a second, okay. So a motion to amend the agenda.
Second.
Third.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Now, a motion to authorize the execution of the LOI.
I'll make that motion.
Attorney
Second.
approval.
Okay.
Yeah, now we
All in favor?
Aye.
No? Okay. We didn't.
All right. Okay. Does anyone have anything else to add or to say for the good and welfare of the borough?
Mayor, I do. Thank you. I think many of us on the governing body may have received an email from a resident in town. The email really reminded us that our barbarians literally attacked the citizens of Israel on October 7th. The email reminded us that there were hostages still in captivity over there. The email really reminded us that there's families, those in Kenilworth, that are hurting from such activities. So I'm going to use this time to say end the terrorism. We do not support barbarianism in the United States. I can't see anywhere in the world that would. Unfortunately, we do. And I think we can all stand for peace and prosperity. And I just wanted to use the time to say that. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
We wish
Hope
you
those
safe return of
hostages
the
get home.
hostages
Yep.
as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
They're living in deplorable conditions, you can only imagine.
Inhumane.
Yes.
Exactly, yes.
And then we also have to mention the consolidation of work session and the,
Yeah, we don't have, we have to still do a resolution for the new dates, right?
No, the
it's all
dates
on
are the
here.
same.
It's all on here. I will say, I'll just explain. We had a lot going on before. So that is why we did the resolution prior to the consent agenda, because they were in line. That changed. We adopted the ordinance, we did the change to the bylaws, and then we changed the schedule later in this
in the
agenda.
consent
And that's,
agenda.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
that's why the one, I get this to make it clear to everyone, that's why we did that resolution separate, because it was, there was a...
Authorizing the subsequent action.
Yes. So,
So then, this will commence at the next council meeting, the new process?
it will.
So then, I guess the public should know that the work sessions are no longer going to be scheduled at 6 PM, and that we have new council meetings scheduled at 7 PM.
6.
6.
Oh, 6 PM.
So it's going to be a 6 PM council meeting with a
Okay.
workshop included in the regular meeting.
Included in, okay.
So that new schedule is going to replace the other. It will be advertised in two newspapers to just cover our bases because it's replacing the previous one from the reorganization meeting. It will also, I will update and do an amended meeting schedule for the remainder of the year, and that will be distributed to everybody and replace the existing ones that are posted on bulletin boards and so on and so forth. And on the website, I'm not going to reference that other meeting is canceled because this is now an amended schedule, and that's how it's going to be on the website. Is that clear? Sorry.
So for the record, I'm familiar with the resolution, I drafted it.
I know you did, I know, you just did, I know, sorry.
I don't want people thinking I didn't.
No, I know, yeah. No, I know, but that is why I didn't talk about why I did do it that way, so that we could get it all on this meeting.
Just so the public knows,
Next
yeah.
week, next meeting, or the meeting after?
March 20th. Everything will be in effect and.
Beautiful.
And just so the public knows, it's going to be a streamlined meeting instead of having two different meetings, a workshop, and then a regular meeting. It's just going to be one meeting, one open public session, one salute to the flag. It'll be one, so somebody doesn't show up early and then has to wait around and all that. So it's going to be just one meeting with the workshop built into that meeting, then the regular meeting. Not a regular meeting, it's all one meeting, and just going on from there instead of having two separate meetings, starting next meeting.
Yeah, so I will, I guess to let everyone know, if you subscribe to the agenda, to the calendar on the website, you're going to get a lot of, I know this happened in the beginning of the year, because I'm going to be deleting the old ones and putting the new ones into the calendar. We'll usually do them for the rest of the year. So if you or someone else mentions they get a lot of meeting notifications from the website, that's why. And so we'll do that as soon as possible tomorrow to be updated so that there's less confusion, okay?
Okay.
And our unsung Marcos, you're aware of that too, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Behind the camera.
So could I just say congratulations, Lisa, Dominic, Shirley hiding back there, and Ray, who's probably enjoying a drink at the VFW, and especially our 6 police officers who have earned their promotions. I'm really proud to be a Kenilworth resident and see all the camaraderie, the team playing, working together. Last night at the senior center, Shirley and Paulette saying, no, Greg sent the guys over, set up chairs, took them down. You, Lisa and Dominic, working on your own time for something that's above and beyond your job description. And everybody knows Shirley and Ray, of course. That apple doesn't fall far from the tree with the Morrow family. But it's really a great borough to live in. And on the podcast today with the mayor and the chief, just talking about the borough of Kenilworth, and they're asking what makes Kenilworth so different. And it is that everybody knows each other. You go in and out of the store, they know how you take your coffee, how you like your sandwich, and that's why people like you, being willing to work together with your coworkers, your colleagues, for nothing more than it's the right thing to do. So thank you all, and congratulations to all the police officers who are probably having a ball right now.
Okay. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Aye.